everybody, and welcome to Easter Seal's 100th anniversary virtual celebration. I am so excited to be here with everybody tonight. My name is Christine Simpson, and I'm a reporter with Sportsnet. I'm also someone who's been involved with Easter Seals for, oh my gosh, probably 3 decades. Kevin Collins could remind me. I've been a volunteer committee member with the Conn Smythe Sports Celebrities Dinner and Auction, which we're very much looking forward to on April the 6th. So I've been very involved and know the great work that Easter Seals does, certainly in Ontario, but also across Canada. Now, I am coming to you from Toronto. So I would like to begin by acknowledging that I'm joining you this evening from the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and which is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. I'd also like to acknowledge the Indigenous peoples of all the lands that we are on today. And while we're meeting on a virtual platform, let us take a moment to acknowledge the importance of the land we each call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility for improving relationships between nations and for improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples, their histories, and their cultures. From coast to coast to coast, we acknowledge the ancestral and unceded territory of all the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations people that call this land home. Well, again, I'm so glad that all of you are joining us from across this country. And to really get things started, I do want to call upon Dave Starrett, the CEO of Easter Seals Canada, to get things started. Dave, over to you.
Thank you, Christine, and good evening, everyone, and welcome. I am Dave Starrett, the President and CEO of Easter Seals Canada. First, I'd like to extend a special welcome to Christine Simpson, our host for this evening. Christine has been involved with Easter Seals Ontario, as she said, for many years as a volunteer and a supporter. And we are very grateful for everything that you do, Christine, for our community and also for telling our stories. I'd also like to give a special welcome to our 2022 Easter Seals ambassadors this evening. This is a group of very remarkable and dynamic young people, as you'll soon see. And we're fortunate to have them as members and representatives of the Easter Seals community. I look forward to celebrating all of you, the ambassadors that embody our spirit and values so well, in just a few minutes. To all of you who are joining us this evening, I'm so pleased to see all of you here as we officially kick off 100 years of Easter Seals in Canada. And we'll be celebrating this centennial anniversary in communities, cities, and towns all across Canada and all year long. Everyone here tonight is part of our team. And we are indeed a team of volunteers, board members, CEOs, and staff. We are a team of families, children and youth, sponsors, a team of vendors, and media partners. Just like Canada itself, we are diverse and inclusive. We are national, and our strength is in our ability to work together and achieve great things despite our differences, and even because of them. Since 1922, we have done just that. We have worked together in our local communities as part of the bigger community that makes up the family that is Easter Seals. Our longevity speaks for itself, and I like to think the numbers tell part of the story of that success. Easter Seals partner organizations providing programs and services in all 10 provinces and 3 territories. More than $50,000 in post-secondary scholarships awarded annually. More than 6,000 children and youth experiencing camp life at one of Easter Seals' 17 fully accessible summer camps across Canada. And of course, the big number, 100 years, what we are celebrating this year. For a century, Easter Seals has been helping Canadians with disabilities rise to the challenges they face and to overcome them by working to create a more accessible and inclusive society. We know that poverty is among the greatest of all those challenges still to be overcome, which is why the timely implementation of the Canada Disability Benefit is so important. We are fortunate in Canada to have many levels of government who care. But COVID has certainly changed our world, and the need for Canada Disability Benefit has never been greater. So as I turn things back to Christine, I just want to say that my wish for our 100th anniversary, or birthday, if you will, is that we kick off our next 100 years knowing that future generations will continue to benefit from all our hard work and our advocacy. We will keep telling stories of transformation and change, and stories of impact and leadership. And to our unstoppable ambassadors, I thank you for telling your stories. Based on your example, I am confident the next generation is in great hands.
Dave, thank you so much for those words to really kick this evening off. I now want to introduce you to the chair of Easter Seals Canada's Board of Directors, Mr. Michael Duffy. Michael?
Thank you, Christine. Good evening, and good evening plus a half hour from Newfoundland and Labrador. I know at the end of days we'll enjoy an extra half hour. I'm Michael Duffy, as was said, chair of the board of Easter Seals Canada, also Easter Seals Newfoundland and Labrador, and chair of the 100th anniversary committee. So we've been working as a group for a long time getting ready for this year. I've been involved with our incredible organization for over 28 years. I've met many incredible people and have many fond memories. And every day I'm proud of the work that my colleagues do across the country. Tonight, we officially kick off Easter Seals' 100th anniversary celebration. I'm delighted to have here with me my own son, Xander. Check him out on Spotify, Xander Duffy, who is a gifted musician, and I make no apologies for being biased. He's also volunteered for Easter Seals for a long time as well. Easter Seals is a big family from coast to coast to coast, and has certainly been part of and is part of my family. Christine, thank you for being here with us this evening and for being part of this event that celebrates our community and the exceptional young people who are our Easter Seals ambassadors. Dave, thank you for kicking this off and for your leadership during the year and during every year. And to the reason we are here tonight, to celebrate the true spirit of Easter Seals, our ambassadors. You all represent and embody so perfectly what it is that we do. I'll keep my comments brief, but because we're celebrating 100 years, an entire century of work in Canada, I believe it's important to celebrate not only the present, but also the past and the road which has brought us to where we are today. The origins of Easter Seals in Canada can be traced back to November 28, 1922, when representatives of 7 Rotary clubs met in Windsor, Ontario, to discuss the inadequate resources and support available for the province's children with physical disabilities. Recognizing a need for action, they incorporated the organization we now know today as Easter Seals Ontario. Based on that strong foundation laid in Ontario, Easter Seals was able to grow across the country and become the truly coast to coast to coast organization we enjoy today. So let's embark on a little history of that growth. And know that in each province, there are truly remarkable generations of families, communities, volunteers, ambassadors, and staff who've been a part of what has sustained us for 100 years. There are thousands of amazing stories in this historical narrative I'm about to share, and we'd like to hear yours, so please share it with us and share it on social media. We're sharing and creating history as we go. Founded by the East Vancouver Lions Club in 1947, our Easter Seals BC Yukon celebrates its own milestone this year as it turns 75. 4 years later, in 1951, next door neighbor Easter Seals Alberta took root and has been an active supporter of people with disabilities ever since. Meanwhile, a little to the east, Saskabilities had already been helping children with cerebral palsy for 1 year and would soon be expanding their services to assist adult survivors of polio. And although their name and look of today are still quite fresh, Manitoba Possible has also been hard at work since 1950, making possible happen for children with disabilities. Through their camps and innovative daycare and respite programs, our friends at Fondation Papillon in Quebec have demonstrated leadership in community building since 1930. And what of our Atlantic provinces? Well, they've been no less busy and involved with their East Coast community. While not incorporated until 1966, the year I was born, the organization that today is Easter Seals New Brunswick was actively involved in providing rehabilitation services as early as 1955. Easter Seals Nova Scotia has been committed to helping persons with physical disabilities improve their quality of life since as early as 1931. And like so many other provinces, beautiful Prince Edward Island's involvement in the life-changing work of Easter Seals was started by a local Rotary Club back in 1956. And they've seen many wonderful achievements ever since. I'll end with my home team, Easter Seals Newfoundland and Labrador, which started in 1937 and was my fortunate introduction to the Easter Seals family in about 1995. Our own ambassador is here tonight, Brandon. We are so proud to see you represent our provincial organization on this virtual stage alongside your young colleagues from across the country. Together, we paint a map of what is beautiful about Canada. People uniting from far and wide for an organization and a cause they believe in. We are all passionate about making life better for every Canadian living with a disability and in creating opportunity for all. Let's continue building change-making history together. Let's keep the celebrations going together. 100 is a very special year, so let's make the most of every day in 2022, right up until December 31st. And happy anniversary to us all. Christine.
Michael, that is wonderful. What a great message. And I can tell Michael isn't just the chair of the board, he's also a very proud father. You heard him mention his son, Xander, who is a musician based in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And I now want to ask Xander to join us to really get this party started in singing the national anthem. Xander, over to you.
Thank you very much. I guess I'll get started. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras c'est porter la paix, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Bravo. I can hear the cheers from across the country. I know right now people are thanking you, Xander, for doing such a great job. And we'll be able to say, oh, we knew him way back when, before he became this big star. You have a wonderful voice, and thank you so much. And thank you for what you do for Easter Seals as well.
Thank you so much
All
for
right.
having me.
Now we are about to move to the really fun part of the evening for me and meet some of our Easter Seals provincial ambassadors from across the country. I've been lucky enough to get to meet many of them over the years here in Ontario. But I want to start by introducing you to, let's start with Newfoundland and Labrador. You heard him mentioned, we've got Brandon Bowen joining us. Hello, Brandon, how are you?
Good. How about yourself? It's very nice to
I'm
meet you.
doing I am doing just great. I'm going to start by just telling people a little bit about you, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Brandon, I know you've been involved with Easter Seals, it says, since the age of 2. And over the years, you've participated in, I know, so many different Easter Seals programs. I understand, though, too, you are a musician. At the
yeah.
age of 9, you started playing the button accordion. I know you've played in many music festivals and on many different stages. But I think, Brandon, I want to start by asking you about your music. What made you choose the button accordion?
So I've been playing accordion now for over 7 years, and my love of music. So it actually originally started when I was a toddler, because I never used to watch cartoons. Instead, I used to watch old VHS tapes of Ryan's Fancy going around the 70s and 80s. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, I know that you have performed all over the place. Are there certain musical moments, though, that are kind of your favorites? What would you say?
So my favorite would have to be probably sometimes I played down to O'Reilly's during the summertime, twice a week. And that was considered my summer job.
Wow. That's a pretty cool summer job. Do you have any things that are coming up that you're looking forward to?
So I'm actually playing down to the Knights of Columbus. I think it's a dinner of some sort, and I'll be playing down there for about a half hour. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well, for those people in the area, you might want to look into that. Brandon, I just want to ask now too, this Easter Seals has been a part of your life for almost your entire life. And I just wondered if you could share kind of what the most important thing has been that Easter Seals has given you.
So I think that Easter Seals has given me a lot of great things. And one of the great things that I find is that once I enter Easter Seals, my disability is gone and I can just be myself and be proud of who I am.
Well, you should be very proud of what you are, who you are, and what you represent. And I know you're an inspiration to a lot of young people across this country. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
Okay, so now we're going to head to Prince Edward Island, and I want to introduce you to Veda Matheson. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Veda. I'm told she likes to sing, she likes to dance, and she likes to act. She loves riding horses at Joy Riders, and she likes making videos and is actually learning how to edit them. Wow. Hey, Veda, it's lovely to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Okay, I want to start with the videos. I mean, what kind of videos do you like?
Well, I have my own YouTube channel.
Of course you do.
I do YouTube videos like, say for example, 24-hour challenges or baking like muffins or cookies or like hanging out with my friends, mostly that stuff. I am gonna start editing my YouTube videos because sometimes I do get a little embarrassed and kind of when I look back, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. But I do like watching the videos for the memories. So we're probably gonna put them on private and then make more videos that I will like and not be embarrassed about. But I still do love making YouTube videos, and I can't really speak today, but
You're doing just fine, my dear.
Yeah, so I I love making YouTube videos. I have been doing YouTube ever since I was probably 6 at least. I was pretending, and I would do a bunch of videos with my best friend. We would do like 3 marker challenges and stuff like that. And then eventually when I was like around 8 or 9, I started to have my own YouTube channel, and then it kind of just became a thing. And then Darcy would mention it on the radio whenever I would be with him, and we would, or if I were to do like the weather or something. And so I feel like it's been years and that I've done YouTube. So like to quit it, I don't think I would. And I would think that I would keep on going and make more. So
Yeah, I can see that you're a multimedia, you're building your empire as we speak. That is so cool. Now, I also know you like to sing, you like to act and dance. So you're the triple threat. But I want to ask, of all of those three, is there one that's your favorite?
probably theater would have to come first, like acting. I love going to theater summer camps. The last one that I went to was the Mac, and that's probably like the Mackenzie Theater. That's probably my favorite one so far. I met my best friend there, and I feel like we call every single day. And but then after that, it would be dance and then singing. So
Okay. Well, clearly you are multi-talented in addition to everything else that you're doing with Easter Seals. And I know that there are a lot of kids that look up to you. I'm just so glad we got to meet you here tonight. Veda, it was wonderful to meet you.
it was so nice to meet you too.
Oh my gosh, she's the greatest. Okay, so folks, we originally hoped to have both of the Ontario 2022 ambassadors with us tonight. Unfortunately, we learned that Horlane Nassani is a little under the weather, so she won't be able to join us after all, and we certainly wish her all the best for a speedy recovery. Happily, though, we do have Ontario's other ambassador here tonight, making his first appearance prior to his official one at the Conn Smythe dinner on April 6th. So I'll get to meet him in person, but at least I get to meet him virtually tonight. Oh my gosh, look at that smile. Sebastian Parent. And Sebastian, I want to tell people a little bit about you as well. I understand your favorite subject is information technology. You love tech design and you create 3D models. You're musical too. You play trumpet and drums, and you want to study public relations or news media and eventually want to be a TV news anchor. So we have that in common. Sebastian,
Yeah.
it's wonderful to meet you.
Oh, it's so amazing to meet you too. It's an honor to be here tonight.
So let's start. Of course, I want to start with TV. What makes you want to be on TV? Where did that start for you?
Well, to be honest, it started at a young age. I feel like when I started my Easter Seals journey, I fit into it very quickly, and I was very comfortable in front of talking to people and being in front of a camera. So I figured it'd be a good fit for me, and it's just a comfortable look for everyone.
Wow, I am sure you are going to be great at whatever you choose to do. You're talking about the 3D models that you create. Just explain that a little bit to, an old gal like me.
It's a little bit hard to explain, but I usually do it on my computer through a program named Blender, and I use it to make like 3D animations of models and like Luigi and Mario. Those are the two I'm working on right now. I get to make like really cool animations. Like I made one of Luigi boxing Mario, which was pretty cool. I do some with Spider-Man, and it takes a lot to actually like get the models out. But once I get it, it looks fantastic, and it's definitely one of my favorite things to do in my pastime.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, you've been, I know, a regional ambassador with Easter Seals for the last couple of years. What message do you want to spread with your platform?
With my platform, I just want to show kids that anything is possible. I want to spread positivity, love, and joy, and I just want to make as much happiness and positivity as I can and reach as many kids as possible.
Well, I know you're already doing that. Last quick one for you. What are you most looking forward to at the Conn Smythe dinner?
To be honest with you, I'm excited for everything. There's not a specific one that I'm looking forward to the most. I'm just excited to meet everybody, get to speak there, get to be at the head table. So it's super exciting, and I can't even put into words how happy I am to be there with everybody.
Well, I sure look forward to meeting you there that night as well, but it's been wonderful meeting you at least over a video screen here tonight. Sebastian, look forward to the year ahead and see you on April 6th.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, now we head to Manitoba and Alex Litwin. Alex is an adult ambassador with Easter Seals and has said without Manitoba possible, he's not sure where his life would be. And so I want to start there with you. Alex, it's wonderful to meet you.
Hi, it's so great to meet you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So I maybe want to start with that. What kind of an impact would you say Manitoba Possible has had on your life?
Well, I've been involved with Manitoba Possible for 27 years, and I have the disability of cerebral palsy, and without them and all the support they give me through the years, from medical equipment to emotional support to activities, they turn my cerebral palsy into me being a capable person. So I like to tell people it's because of Manitoba Possible that I don't have cerebral palsy. I'm capable of doing whatever I want.
That is a great message to give people. Now, I'm also very interested about this part of your life. I understand that you're a hockey video coach for the under 18 AAA Parkland Rangers with a goal of being the first disabled video coach in the NHL. I love that. Tell me a little bit more about what your role is as a video coach for the Rangers.
Well, my role is to be I go to all the games and I associate with the staff and players. And after the game is over, I watch the game over and then me and the coaches talk about what we did good or what we did bad. And I also have one-on-one meetings with the players to tell them where the harder improvements are. And right now, we're in the middle of the playoffs and we made it to the second half. So we're in the battle with the Bandit weekends. So it's going pretty good.
Well, I look forward to seeing you when you are in the NHL as you follow your dream. Last question to you, though, is about your motivational business. I know you started a business called Willpower Media. I wonder if you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you so much. Yes. Well, I have my business administration and my applied counseling degree. And being in a small town, it's kind of hard to put those things to use. So I thought with all the ups and downs I've had in my life, I want to show people that just because you have a disability or you have a speech impairment, or if you're intellectually disabled, that doesn't matter. Just be yourself and don't let society be in charge of you. You're always in charge of yourself. And that's when I go to school and I host different kinds of virtual and live events to show people that if I can do it, you can do it. Yes, life is hard at times, but the way I like to tell people is the harder life is at times, the greater the reward will be there. And it doesn't matter if you have a job or if you don't have a job, but just be yourself. Because for me, years ago, I would try to be somebody I wasn't. I would try to hide my disability and be embarrassed of who I was. But in time, I learned to be myself. And that's all because I used to self and my possible. And that's what Willpower Media hopes to provide.
Well, you are living proof, Alex, of what Easter Seals can do to help people. And I love your message. Just be yourself and don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. You're living proof of that. And thank you so much for sharing your message with us tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, Alex. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, it's been wonderful to be able to actually speak to some of the ambassadors. We do have, though, some special messages from a couple more. And I'm going to start by introducing you to Manitoba's Youth Ambassador. Here's a message from Teo Roy.
My name is Teo. I am 16. I am in 11th grade right now, and my favorite activities are sledge hockey and wheelchair basketball. Manitoba Possible is a program that has done so many different things for me. They have brought me into the field of sports, which has been my whole life since the minute I was born. They have been the ones to bring me all the equipment I've needed through Manitoba Possible and the children's rehab. So they've been a really big help. in my early childhood and even up to now, I wanted to be an ambassador for Manitoba Possible because over the years, I have found multiple places through my life that have been not accessible or not the way that they should be for not just me, but for everybody, and trying to uh, have this position to push the province to make places more accessible so kids in the future don't have to go through the same struggles as I do. That's it for me. I just wanted to, before I leave, wish Easter Seals a happy 100th anniversary.
Hello, this is Jackson Levitt, the Easter Seals New Brunswick ambassador, and he wants to wish all of Easter Seals a very happy 100th birthday. He made a cupcake. Ready? Sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Easter Seals. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. And blow out the candle. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I want to send it over to you because I know you have some people that you would love to speak to. Now that I've hogged all the airtime with being able to speak to the ambassadors, I will throw it over to you.
Well, thanks, Christine. I appreciate that. As anybody who has seen me dance knows, I don't know how to dance. I'm not pretty good at that. So I won't put anybody through that misery. But once again, really, I'd just like to thank Christine for hosting tonight. It's been great for her ongoing generosity and giving her time to Easter Seals over the years. And we just thank you once again. Of course, listening to the ambassadors, and I've been watching some of the captions that come up in the chat. And it is amazing to be able to have ambassadors from different parts of the country, from the East and from the West and from Central, because the ambassadors really are what we're all about. You know, they are the people that really motivate me. They make me really feel good about what I do. You know, I've said to different people, I think I actually took the wrong job being with Easter Seals Canada. I should have really been working out in the provinces and dealing with the programs and services, because that really, I think, is the most rewarding part, to work with the people living with disabilities that we can interact with and help and just see the growth and the thankfulness and the personality and the joy really in their lives. So I really appreciate that. So I'd like to thank all the ambassadors for sharing your stories in support of Easter Seals. As I said earlier, you are all remarkable and dynamic young people, and we're very, very fortunate to have you as members and representatives of the Easter Seals community. So thank you all. And as I always do, I like to thank the parents and the families of these ambassadors, because we recognize your part in making this evening possible as well. So thank you. And for everybody that is here, I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are in total of people that have logged in, but we thank you to all the participants tonight. We appreciate your support, all the people that logged in and are viewing this 100th anniversary. We look forward to seeing all of you at different events running across this country. And of course, we look forward to the anniversary celebration throughout the rest of the year. I think at this point in time, we were going to throw it into toasts. Is that a good thing to do, Karen? Or do we have the video problem solved?
Hey, Dave, I think it's a good time to go to hosts. I will say that at the end of the toasts, if I'll pop back in and say if we've managed to get the videos ready to queue, but I don't want to hold us up, and thanks to you both. So feel free to go to the floor with the toasts. Thanks, everyone. Okay.
All right, then, folks, in case we don't get to say goodbye and thanks again, just enjoy the rest of your evening. And now I'll flip it over to Tiana to begin the toast for tonight. Thank you.
Dave, thanks so much. We're really happy to be here. And I thank you for the opportunity to provide a toast. We've been a partner with Easter Seals for nearly 40 years. And we just want to say congratulations for Easter Seals and all the strides that you made for the disability community over the past century. Canadians have seen a tremendous change in attitudes around disability. The physical and mental barriers someone living with a disability 100 years ago are unfathomable. So something needed to change. Since 1922, Easter Seals Canada has been unstoppable. You have pushed for laws increasing accessibility and equity in spaces, including the workplace. You have broken down misconceptions and educated society on the importance of creating a barrier-free world where everyone can thrive. And you have supported countless families in learning to navigate a world that was not built to accommodate their needs. As we look back at the past 100 years, we celebrate the victories and progress you have led, and let that success fuel your continued efforts in creating a world where the meaning of accessibility is truly comprehended and where people are embraced for all of their activities and abilities. So we'll raise a glass and cheers to Easter Seals Canada on 100 years.
And I believe we're going to now hear from Kevin Collins, my buddy. Kevin, are you there?
Certainly am, Christine. Again, as Dave has indicated, thank you so much for doing this. What you do for our organization and obviously for Easter Seals Canada, it means the world to us. So thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us to help us celebrate our 100 years of Easter Seals. I just wanted to make one comment about those incredible ambassadors. I mean, their stories are so inspirational, and I just can't thank them enough for providing their time and sharing their stories with us. You know, here in Ontario, we're marking our centennial both nationally and provincially this year, and we're so your support here tonight is especially meaningful to me, to our staff, and to our board members, and to all of the kids and families we represent. We are very proud of reaching this remarkable milestone, but we know we did not get here on our own. Easter Seals was built with grassroots support from communities across this great country. Everything we've accomplished over the past century has been the direct result of incredible dedication, committed service, and extraordinary generosity of supporters like you. And we are so grateful to be here tonight, reflecting on all of that we've achieved throughout over these incredible 100 years. Because of your support, several generations of Easter Seals children have grown up to make their own positive impact on the world. They lead rich and fulfilling lives with strength and independence. Some have even returned to the organization to help the next generation. We've accomplished a lot together in this past century, and our Easter Seals children have accomplished even more. I want to thank each and every one of you for your continuing to believe in the potential of Easter Seal kids and for helping to create a brighter future for all Canadians with disabilities. Here's to the next 100 years for Easter Seals.
Well done, Kevin. And you are such an example of that, being an Easter Seals kid and coming back to help the next generations of kids. I am now going to send it to Marc Antoine Laporte, Easter Seals Canada board member. Over to you, Marc Antoine.
Thanks, Christine, and very touching toast from Tiana and Kevin. So good evening, everyone. I first joined Easter Seals as a provincial board member from Montreal-based Fondation Papillon. That was about 8 years ago. But I've been involved with the organization for over 10 years. So Fondation Papillon is recognized for its summer camps and facilities for children living with disabilities, but their services go way beyond that. On behalf of Easter Seals Board of Directors, I'd like to propose a toast to Fondation Papillon for its outstanding work in Quebec. Au nom du conseil d'administration de Thème de Pâques, j'aimerais lever mon verre et souligner la Fondation Papillon qui fait un travail colossal au Québec. La Fondation a une notoriété et un rayonnement aux quatre coins du Québec et elle est un fier partenaire de Thème de Pâques depuis plus de 15 ans. Merci à Jean Duchesneau, le PDG de la Fondation Papillon, et à toute son équipe. Une équipe passionnée qui a continuellement la cause près du cœur. Au nom de nous tous, joyeux 100e anniversaire Thème de Pâques. Happy 100th Easter Seals. Cheers.
Cheers. And merci beaucoup, Marc Antoine. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Thank you, all three of you, for the wonderful toast. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight, and to our ambassadors, to Dave, to Michael, to Karen and Leah. Thank you so much for being a part of this evening. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening, and let's celebrate 100 years of Easter Seals.